So when you start writing down, or when you start meditating, or you start praying, or you start chanting, you start looking at things differently. So I have noticed this. So it's like putting in good thoughts. So when you start meditating and chanting, or you do daimoku and stuff, your old school of thoughts, or your old ways of looking at things and perspectives which are formed in your head, they start changing. You start becoming a little sharper, brighter. It's scientific. New neurons, new energy, new memory. The old ways are dissolving and new stuff is being formed. So this chapter also says that. So as a result of that, you have new positive thinking, which is helping you deal with the so-called pressure and stress and stuff. Okay, when you're writing, you start having a unbiased outlook. You start looking at things or issues or problems with a new perspective and stuff. Sit with your mind the next day and keep sitting on it till you arrive at a solution. Implement the solution first on yourself. So if you're in an environment, or if you're in an office, if you're in a relationship, if you're in a friendship, or if you're in a situation where you have to find solutions, and the only way is not by discussing it endlessly with too many people. You have to sit with yourself and you have to identify why is it happening. The why is very important. When you know the why, then you know how. And when you know how, then you know how to go forward with it. And not by saying, I feel stressed when she says this, I feel pressure when he says this. It's not going to help. The point is this, that how do you deal with it and how do you cope with it? And I don't mean it in a negative manner, I mean it in a positive manner, where you're able to take the relationships forward, where you're able to both get back, or all of you are able to get together and have a healthy set of relationships, or healthy situations with works positive. So you're able to get back together to the same lunches, to the same dinners, to the same board tables, to the same meeting rooms, to the same sports rooms, to the same culture forums, to the same debates, discussions, and stuff. And then you're able to kind of deal with the so-called stress and the pressure and stuff. अब आप बार बार अपने आप को ये कहोगे कि मेरे को स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, मुझे प्रेशर फील हो रहा है, तो obviously before you even go in a room or an environment, you bogged yourself down and you are holding other people responsible for something which they may not be even at fault. Other people love them for their vivaciousness, or for the way they are, their energy, the way they talk, the way they hold themselves and stuff, but you don't like them, in person. So by doing all of that, I won't say, I won't use the word, the shit talk or the gossip talk and stuff, but by doing that demeaning talk behind the back and stuff, you already literally kind of formed an opinion about people and stuff. That's why many people don't feel so good to you, even when they are genuinely good. So hope this helps. jkapani@gmail.com, jushinkapani.im@gmail.com, and jushinkapanioffice@gmail.com. And when it comes to the world of communication, TV personalities, entrepreneurship, creativity, advertising, branding, when media comes in, man, I think the media has a role to play in this. Yesterday, I glued into TV and I did not hear very good things about certain leaders and stuff, so I switched off my TV. Even if I want to follow the positivity between Mr. Trump and India, or Mr. Trump and Mr. Modi, there's so much of negative being shared there that I literally switched off my TV. So it's up to me really, that do I really want to fill up my mind with so much of negative